Hi, I'm Sandy Sigmon. I work for Lincoln County Schools. I'm a Spanish teacher at Lincoln High School. This is me.
Beyond the numbers, scores, grades, and wins and losses, Lincoln County Schools desires to showcase real people, local families, real struggles, successes, and real stories that are part of our own untold story. This is a great place to work, learn, play, and grow, and we want our community to see the strength from our own. We are #LCS Strong to the Core.
So Sandy, thanks for joining us today, but I wanted to be able to sit down and give you a chance to talk about something that you and your husband Cole experienced a few years ago. What was that in y'all's life?
At the end of June 2014, I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. Immediately afterwards, 2 weeks later, I was in my first session of chemo, the first of 6. And after that, in December of 2014, I had surgery to remove what was left of the tumor. The course of my treatment continued into 2015 with radiation, which lasted from February of 2015 through March of 2015.
What were some of the barriers that you and your family experienced through the course of your treatment after your diagnosis?
Well, the worry for my children, for my parents, for Cole's mother, for my siblings, his siblings, was the worst. Just the unknown, and having to figure out how to be strong, how to help each other, to live every day, which is a mantra we now have. We live every day. It's not, we'll do this tomorrow, or let's plan this for 5 years down the road. We just work to enjoy every day. So I think that was the biggest barrier, just getting over the diagnosis and the fear and saying, we've got to keep going. We've got to live. No matter what amount of life we have left, we have to live. So,
how did your school family here at Lincoln help you get to that point?
When we sat our girls down and told them that I had breast cancer, the first thing out of Cole's mouth, because we had talked about this before, was everything is going to be normal. We're not going to use this as a means of an excuse. We're not going to use this as a means to justify stopping our life goals, our life plans. And so we carried that on to school, because when I approached my principal and I said, okay, I have breast cancer. I will have to have 4 more treatments of chemo. I will lose my hair. I will be sick. And my principal at that time said, okay. I asked, do you want me to take a leave of absence? Absolutely not. You come on to school. That was my normal. That had been my normal for over 20 years. So coming to this school and having my co-workers and my students treat me like a normal person, not a sick person, was such a gift. And to be productive, to be a part. Lincoln High School was my normal, and in that normalcy was a haven for me during the hardest point in my treatment, which was the chemo in the fall of 2014.
We all hear advertisements and we all try to raise money for Relay for Life, but what does Relay for Life movement mean to you now that you can take that survivor walk? Absolutely
it is so special to me, because every day is a survivor walk for me. Every day I wake up and open my eyes, it's like celebrating, I have another day, I have another chance. God has given me more opportunity to be productive in this world and to help others. So when we have Relay for Life, when we have it in our stadium and we have our cheerleaders, Lincoln High School cheerleaders with the purple pom-poms leading that walk, I mean, gosh, it's everything. It's everything to me.
What are some words of encouragement that you would give someone walking in your path that has just been diagnosed with breast cancer?
My encouragement would be stay strong. Do what you do anyway. Don't let cancer overtake your normal, your everyday life. You take over it with what you are, who you are, what you do, and don't let it change what you do.
When your colleagues here at Lincoln High School and your friends in the community see this video, what is it that you want them to take away about Sandy Sigmon?
That I persevered and how incredibly grateful I am for this community, because not only was it my coworkers, and let me tell you something, all the things they did for me, I mean, just daily questions. You doing okay? Can I do something for you? Do you need to go home? Do I need to watch your class? To giving me food that I could eat and encouragement, making meals for me and my family. I had students who brought in things for me, different kinds of drinks and things, because you have to figure out what you can stomach, what you can consume, to cards, to letters, and that came from students and from my coworkers, but not only them, from this community, from the Lincoln community. But you got to understand too, my daughters were students in Lincoln County schools. So not only the Lincoln community, but the Pumpkin Center community, the North Lincoln High School, the North Lincoln Middle School community. And for that, I am extremely grateful. And I'll never forget it. I will never forget what they did and how they lifted my whole entire family up. And that's what I want people to know, that I have changed. I'm not thankful for cancer, but I am thankful for the change in my life that occurred because of my cancer, and that's due to this community and to my coworkers and my students.
Thanks, Sandy, for sharing your story.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me share a small part of my story. I'm proud to be part of #LCS Strong to the Core.